guys, welcome to Curate. My name is Alia and today I want to talk to you about 12 qualities to check for before renting your next apartment. I'm an architect and I've been designing spaces and experiences for the past 6 years. I've also moved homes at least 10 times. So I know apartment hunting can get stressful and I know we get desperate and make rash decisions. So the goal of this list is to help you stay objective while deciding and help you avoid any unpleasant surprises after moving in. It will help you clarify what you want, check that the space meets your needs, and guarantee the functionality, mood, and maintenance of your next home. Towards the end of the video, there will be a link to a downloadable file which you can customize and print and take with you to your next apartment viewing. Now let's get into it. First thing is natural light. Take a look at these two photos. Which space would you rather be in? It's important with natural light to first know your preference, understand what impacts light in a space, and evaluate if the apartment meets your needs. You can ask yourself questions like, do I like to wake up in a bright room in the morning? Or do I like light at my desk where I work all day? Or do I prefer having a dark space and having artificial light instead? Now, what impacts light in a space is how many windows there are, how big they are, and most importantly, which direction they face. So if this is your space, you can expect that east-facing windows will give you cool light early in the day, south-facing windows will give you direct light for longer hours of the day, west-facing windows will give you warm light in the evening, and north-facing windows will give you indirect light throughout the day. Just bear in mind that light has a temperature, so depending on the size of your windows and which direction they face, this will either cool or heat your home. This also depends on the quality of the windows. They need to be well insulated to isolate sound and temperature. Next, we have the view. This is important because it can add or take away from your home. Of course, we can't all afford to have amazing views, but there are certain things we can look for that will really enhance the experience of our home. What I usually look for is a view with a lot of greenery. This can just be a big tree in front of my window. This makes me feel like I'm in the middle of nature and it disconnects me from the city around me. Or long distance views with sky in it. This gives me a sense of space, especially if I live in a small apartment. These types of views keep me connected with the outdoors. Views I generally want to avoid are views of other building walls and views into other people's homes. You also want to make sure that there are no street lamps or billboards right outside your window because they will shine bright light into your room at night.
What's going on in there?
Oh, the red. Yeah, it's a chicken roaster sign. It's right across from my window.
Can't you shut the shades?
They are shut.
Third is storage. Storage is an important one, especially if you have a lot of stuff. Some areas that require most storage are kitchen, cleaning supplies, office supplies, hobbies and activities that might have a lot of gear. So first you want to check your needs, second check the space. Does it or does it not have what you need? And if it doesn't, is it an easy fix or not? Next we have bathroom and kitchen hygiene. I failed to check these in at least 2 apartments I've lived in, and as a result, after spending so much money, so much effort fixing up the place, it just never felt like home because I was just never comfortable in the bathroom and kitchen, and that really affected my bathroom routine, my cooking routine. So I urge you to check this thoroughly, and you can do this by check the quality of the water, check that it looks, smells, and tastes clean, especially if it's potable. Check that the hot water gets hot enough for sanitizing. You also want to check that the drainage works well. You want to check the toilet, flush it once or twice when you're on your visit. Make sure there are no smells or insects. There will be a comprehensive list in the document at the end, but guys, our bathroom and kitchen is where waste is dealt with, and we want to make sure that it's dealt with well. Next, we have noise levels. This is a hard one because you can't just check it from one visit to the apartment. But if you're a light sleeper like me or someone who works from home and likes the quiet, it's important to check. So you want to go to the apartment or at least to where the apartment is and check the noise levels in the morning, evening, and nighttime. You want to check that there are no schools with loud microphones or that there are bars and clubs that have very loud music late at night. You also want to check that there are no loud construction projects that have a year or more to go. If you don't have access to the apartment more than once, you can either talk to a neighbor or come back to the building and take a walk around at different times of the day. Number 6 is layouts. As apartments get smaller, I'm seeing very strange layouts. You want to make sure that the space makes sense. You want to check that there is a logical place for a couch, a bed, a desk, or any big furniture that you have or any specific spaces that you need. Number 7 is size. Is it big enough for you? Is it too big for you? Make sure you have all the space you need but can also imagine feeling cozy inside. A very big home can feel cold and lonely. It can also be harder to maintain, more expensive to furnish, and harder to keep cool or warm. A very small home can feel messy, suffocate you, and limit your activities. Number 8 is balcony. Balconies are the space between our private lives and the outside world. I noticed that one tiny balcony makes all the difference. It gives you a chance to step outside and take a breath of fresh air while still being in the comfort of your own home. Number 9, apartment and building amenities. These are things that make our life more convenient. They are things like a washing machine, a dryer, a dishwasher, heating and cooling. You might not need all these things, but check for the few you do and test them if you can. Other awesome amenities that you might be lucky to find are a gym, a pool, a sauna. Most importantly, you want to make sure you have good internet connectivity and reception.
Hi, can you hear me now?
This could make or break your productivity
Hello?
at home. Number 10 is parking. This is especially important if you have a car. You want to make sure that you're not looking for parking for 30 minutes every time you get home. You want to check that there is either reserved parking for you or that your street has abundant parking and that it's safe. If you move around with a bike, you also want to check that there is a safe spot for it. 11. Local amenities. These are services that are convenient to have around your house. If you use public transportation, for example, you want to check that there is a well-connected station near you. Other local amenities can be a supermarket, a pharmacy, a 7-Eleven, a gym, a laundromat. These are all amenities that will reduce your commute times. So you can either check Google Maps, talk to a neighbor or the agent, or take a walk around the neighborhood. Lastly, and most importantly, safety. Will you feel safe in and around your home at all times of the day? And when you leave, will your personal belongings be safe? You can check this by looking at the local news, talking to a neighbor, or downloading an app that tells you about crime in the neighborhood. So, there you have it, 12 qualities to check for before renting your next apartment. For a copy of this list, you can download it here. I recommend customizing it, printing it, and taking it with you to your next apartment viewing. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comment section below and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this.